Jan, how are you?
Alright, welcome to Bulldog Wrestling Radio. The reason we've done this tonight is because it's about time somebody gave this is the year now for the Hall of Fame inductions and everything, and I thought what a better way to let people know how much we care than let the people behind this campaign and let the people that have stories and everything about the guy, and we'll talk about it and we'll see how we go with that. How you been this week?
Well, apart from a barrage of health problems, I've been great. How are you?
Oh yeah, you've had an eye infection, you've had...
Yeah, I've still got a bad throat, it just still hurts. But yeah, I've had conjunctivitis.
Yeah. I can't see, you're blinded, I can't see.
You couldn't see.
I can't see, look, there's nothing there.
That was just cloudy, that was it.
For those who have not listened to us before, my name is Dean Mitchell. I'm the presenter and owner of British Wrestling Radio, Bulldog Wrestling Radio tonight. And I'm gonna let this young lady introduce herself because it's about time she did.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's about time.
Is it really? I'm Nixy. Hello.
No, she's Nixy Newman. It's not just Nixy, it's Nixy Newman.
I hate my surname. Yeah, I'm Nixy Newman, I suppose. I'm the co-presenter, annoying woman thing that also sits on the other end, winds him up because he's had a funny accent.
She wound me up last week. It's so bad. I was nearly going to kill you last week. I was like, when you...
what did I do?
You said, well, I've still got the show, so you have to listen to it at some point. But I'll tell you this straight. You would just see, every time I opened my mouth, people putting in, you was like, I'll get back out of my... I couldn't even keep my gob shut. It was like, what the fucking hell's wrong with Nixie tonight? She's never like this. And then you turned around and you went, you're annoyed with me, aren't you? I'm sat here going, nope, nothing's wrong with me, I'm fine. As soon as we finished the thing, and I'm not kidding, as soon as I finished, I went, oh wow, fucking kill him. Yes, we do swear, we do curse. This is one of the things that people love us for. We don't follow rules, we make our own rules, okay? As you see by BWRradio.com. This website was built by me. I'm not the biggest web designer in the world. There is faults. Yes, I know. I'm trying my best to fill it up as much as I can. The one thing I've said is the link to the petition to get Davey Boy into the Hall of Fame is on the front page. That will stay there until Davey Boy gets announced into the Hall of Fame. It will not move until that day. It's going to stay there until he gets in. We don't care how long it takes, and everything. Could be next week, could be next month, next year, 5 years. Whatever it is, that will not move from the front of BritishWrestlingRadio.com. Okay? So, now, this week, it's been a bit up and down. We've had all these rumours kicking off, and the local rumour that starts all over again when it gets to January is Sting. We're just going to cover this and then we're going to go straight into the Bulldog. We're going to get rid of all the rumours and chat and everything. First thing we're going to talk about is the ability of WWE not to hold a storyline anymore. True. Because they've now done, they started the storyline 2 weeks ago and now it's finished. Because Daniel Bryan got his revenge on Bray Wyatt. Instead of keeping him until WrestleMania, I thought, killed it. Right, so let's start of January and finish it 2 weeks before Royal Rumble. They used to have storylines that lasted months. And now it's over in weeks. And they've dropped another storyline this week, apparently. They've dropped the Tensai and Brodus Clay feud. As if there ever was one.
Yeah.
What's your take, Nick? I mean, for God's sake, come on. I mean, storylining in wrestling is one of the best things about.
I think as far as Daniel Bryan's concerned, it wasn't working, was it? Let's face it. That was just annoying me, the whole thing with him actually being there or sitting there, no. But then they've kept up the Kane thing, which still doesn't work.
Why'd you have to bring him in? Why?
Sorry.
Why'd you have to bring that bleeding...
You know why?
...monster of a turd into this conversation?
Shut up. Well, to be fair, Lance showed me a picture of Kane in his wrestling gear, and I looked at it and I was like, no, that doesn't work, so I think it's still in the back of my head. But, it just didn't work, that storyline, so I was quite glad it was over when it was, but that's still what begs the question, what's he going to do at WrestleMania? Because it was all kind of set in stone, the idea that it'd be doing something with the Wyatts, and now it's just like, no. But I've said that for a while, they can't hold storylines anymore. They just seem to give up. If they do hold one...
Do you think it's down to the writers?
Yes, probably. If they do hold a storyline, they just seem to give up, or it gets to the point where it's literally that personal. Do you know what I mean? It just goes into like the point. I mean, like the Triple H and Orton one was a prime example. It just ended up going into him kissing Stephanie and attacking Stephanie and Vince, and it's like, just can't you do anything else other than attack people's families?
It don't seem right to me. The fact that all of a sudden now, instead of giving the wrestlers the greatest chance in the world to tell the stories the best they can, now it just seems like, oh yeah, fair enough, yeah, well this week we're going to this, and this week we're going to that, and NWA, New Breed in the chat room just said, you wait till they drop the heel faces roll. We talked about this a few weeks ago, that Vince's plan is to drop heels and faces and just have people on bad days. That ain't going to work, because like I said before, if you have a female that's on a period, she's going to, I'm having a bad day. And you're fucked. You're absolutely fucked. Because you know and I know 100% certain, and this is no respect and no thingy, feminist or anything like that in the world. But when a lady is on that time of the month, you do not go near her. You don't go near her at all. It's one of the man's law that we all know. Telling you now straight. When she starts that, no chance in the world. You do not go near a woman when she's on that time of the month. Even I'm married, and I've been married 7 years nearly, 6 years. And I'm telling you straight now, when Lindsay's on it, boom, I'm way out of the room. When she starts, I swear, I would cross the mountains to get away from Lindsay when she starts. There is no way in hell that wrestling could have a heel and faces, especially with the Divas division, because that'll be just the funniest fucking thing in the world. Bella twins, one being a face, one being a heel, and going, what's wrong? I'm having a bad day, alright. Get out of my face.
No, it's true. It's true.
And just like, what's that mean when they say, I'm having a bad hair day? Does that affect people? Shawn Michaels with his hair, well, lack of it. And you've got all the Daniel Bryan with his I'm having a bad hair day. That's it, okay, I'm a heel. It's just one of them things. You just don't do it. And, God's sake, dear me, get rid of heels and faces. Wrestling was built on the fact that you had one good guy and one bad guy. The bad guy's job, Nixy, you know as well as I do, is to make everybody in that place hate his guts.
Yeah. Rockstar Spud.
Oh, God, I watched him last night. I'm not kidding. That guy has got America hating his fucking guts. If anyone sees Impact this Sunday, just watch the opening bit with Spud. That is just Spud at his finest. Everyone was saying, where the fucking hell is this? Like, I hate this Spud. And I just put in the chat room when I was watching it, and I just said, that's the point. You're supposed to hate him. He goes, yeah, but what a little turd. He does my fucking nut in that little shit. And I'm like, yeah, that's the point, dumbass. And people just don't get it. They just don't get the fact that Spud is supposed to be like that. And Rockstar Spud has got America hating him. And, oh dear. You see him on Twitter. If anybody gets to see it, follow Rockstar on Twitter. It's hilarious. The fact that he give all these turds and everything, and it's amazing. It's amazing that Rockstar Spud has now gone from, and this is no disrespect to Spud, December 1, I saw him wrestle in front of about 100, 150 people in Huntingdon. He's now in what we think is the second biggest wrestling company in America. And they're doing amazing. And I think that's one of the things you missed out on. You didn't see Spud over here, did you?
No, I didn't get a chance. I remember just before he went to boot camp, you were talking about him.
The guy's a gent. He's an absolute genius. And when he can make people hate him, just be walking in a room and going, shut up, Div, and brilliant. With his broadish bum-brummy accent, he's genius. Absolutely amazing. They've started showing the boot camp again, haven't they, on Challenge?
They're repeating it, I think, apparently, from what I've heard.
Yeah, so if you missed it, you can get to see it again on Challenge after Impact Wrestling on Sundays. Talking of Impact, the American Wolves, Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards, finally joined TNA. This is, to me, a repeat of the Nigel McGuinness scenario. Because Nigel McGuinness was going to WWE, and they didn't want Nigel, so he went to TNA and ended up wrestling Kurt Angle. American Wolves, TNA is a perfect fit, because I think you've got two guys in there that can wrestle their arse off anyone. I've seen Davey Richards a few times over the last 18 months, and I am not joking. This guy could have he could teach Shawn Michaels a thing or two out about wrestling. Davey Richards is amazing. He's Eddie Edwards the same. To have the American Wolves in TNA, it means that they're gonna put them as a tag team or split them up. Tag team, they've reinvented the tag team scene in TNA, and they've put one of the best tag teams in the world in that division. You haven't seen Richards, have you?
I haven't. I've heard really good things about it. I've also heard that the reason they weren't taken on in WWE was because there were other certainly I think, forget what his, Ricochet, was it? Is that one of them, or am I thinking of someone else?
Yeah, American Wolves versus the Bromans. I like the Bromans. I don't care what everybody hates them. I love the Bromans. I think they're fucking hilarious. Everybody's supposed to hate on DJ Zima. Oh, have you seen this? Zima Iron now in his new persona? DJ.
No, I haven't.
You gotta watch it. He's genius. Absolute genius.
Not like Slammaster J, is it?
Worse, he's brilliant. Zima is on fire with his DJ lark, you know. And Neil Breeze said it, WWE made a big mistake. Yeah, well, WWE is known for making mistakes, and the fact that they've got this guy that was like, I mean, over the last year, and there's people in our chat room that's seen Davey Richards this year, last year, sorry, and we saw him against El Ligero, Tommy End, tag match with Michael Elgin versus Project Ego. I mean, what can you do? I mean, the guy is just off the wall, and it's just top class entertainment, and it always will be. And so Nixie's disappeared. Her internet decided to play up once again. But anyway, we're going to get that out of the way because of things. But everything, and wait till Nixie's come back, because I've got some big announcements before we have. Right, number one announcement is PCW, Preston City Wrestling, on February the 28th is bought. The tickets are bought. Now the question I'm going to ask you, Nixie, is do you want to do the meet and greet on that night as well? Because it's £6.
That is entirely up to you. I don't mind if we don't.
Okay, well, I'm thinking for Lance, really. But, yeah. But he'll meet him anyway. I swear he's going to meet him, because we're going to the party afterwards. Okay, then, March the 1st, we're going down to London from Preston, back down to London to do the greet with everybody. But big news, New Big Wrestling on March the 1st has Harry Smith, Davey Boy Smith Jr., also has Dynamite Kid's daughter, the Dynamite Doll, happening at their show on March the 1st. So they have this great show that's planned on March the 1st with the British Bulldogs 2.0. So if you don't get a chance to see Davey and Dynamite, but you get to see Davey's kid and Dynamite's kid, which is really cool. Which is really cool. So if you're going to check that out, and Georgia Smith's going to be there, and Michael Finney from the Bulldog Petition is going to be there, and True York Spud in our chat room, Darren, he's going to be there as well, and Dynamite Dan. So we've got all these things happening on the 1st of March, and then on the 2nd of March, which is paid for, which I've paid for myself, is Southside Wrestling, and we are second row.
Hey!
And we are not sitting behind Ollie, and we're not sitting behind Gavin. No chance. Okay, but we're going to Southside and Sydney, so that's all booked for. We're second row on that one. Also, massive news, and so please, people in the chat room, I have finally bought my ticket for Insane Championship Wrestling, May the 4th, Islington, London. Got the ticket. It's done. All sorted. So I've got Full House Wrestling on February the 8th. Yep, 4th of May. Yeah, 4th of May. Woohoo! Can't wait. ICW. So we've got all these things planned. I am not saying that 5-letter word that starts with S. I'm not going to say it. No chance in hell. But everything's happening. We've got all these great wrestling events that's happening over the next few weeks. Now, no, it's not sunny, you don't care.
Okay.
S-T-U-F-F. That is the one. Not.
Have you noticed that you do that a lot then?
Yeah, somebody told me that I said stuff quite a lot, so I'm trying to cut it down. It's like an addiction. And, big news, I joined a gym.
Yep, we heard about that.
I sat here in fucking pain.
It'd be worth it.
Oh, you're kidding. I'm like, geez, John Bennett, I'm sorry this. I think I don't mark out at shows. If anyone's seen me at wrestling shows, I only mark out at bits that make me go, whoa, and that. I don't mark out that often at shows. I think the last time I marked out, really, I marked out when Rockstar Spud did a Canadian Destroyer on Robbie X in Huntingdon in December 2012. Because I was the only one in the whole place that went, fucking hell, what's he done? And and everybody around me went, oh, Dean's gone. And so that was cool. I think seeing some of the great things we have, some of the things you see at wrestling shows, you can't tell me there is not one person that goes to wrestling shows, sits there through the whole 3 hours and just goes, yeah, that would go. Yeah, that was nice. You don't. If you see Alligero, you see Kirby, you see Travis, T-Bone, all the guys, whether it's House of Pain Evolution, whether it's PCW, whether it's New Breed Wrestling, whether it's anywhere you go, you will mark out at least once in the show. It doesn't matter where you go, you will always mark out. And that's what makes me, I love the fact that it makes something that makes me go, oh my God, and everything. Oh yeah, I told the last time I marked out was watching Madman Manson on YouTube doing the Canadian Destroyer on Bubblegum, because no one expected that. That was top notch. That was a wicked move, because no one expected it from Manson. And I love Manson a bit. So all tickets are bought for the end of February and March. I put the design up on the webpage for the t-shirt. I'm just going to tweak it a little bit, but that gives you an idea of what I want that my t-shirt to look like. Whether it happens, who knows? But there is a t-shirt on the page, and so Darryl, what did you think to it, Nix? Did you like it? Nixie, here you go. Nixie Newman. She's gone. You know, if she's going to do a show, at least she can be here on time. Nixie Newman, where the bleeding lawyer? I don't know. What am I going to do here? Right, anyway, let's get these people in here. First of all, right, let's get... Yeah.
Sorry, did I go off?
Yeah, you did off. Where the bleeding did you go?
Sorry, it cut out for a sec.
Yeah, fucking more than a second. I'm telling you now. Hello, Mr. Finney.
Hiya.
Oh, you're a bit low. Can I hear him all right?
I can.
Yeah, okay. How you been, sir? Michael?
Yeah?
Yeah, hiya, mate, you all right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah. Busy week? Busy week, yeah? No, I think he's got problems.
Oops.
Yeah. You there, mate? Hello? Oh, I think he's got problems with that. We'll get him back on. Don't worry, Michael, we'll bring you back. Right. Well, that's Michael Finney. That's obviously, he's got problems at his end, because we can all hear him. Can you hear him, Nix?
I could.
Right, let's get the other guy in here. Right, now this is going to be fun and games.
Oh dear.
Right, let's see if this works. Is this Mr. Hackett?
It is, dear.
Yes. Oh, yes, you're the Blades fan, aren't you?
I like it.
I'm not saying that we're keeping football like this. This is one of the rare times we've got a Sheffield Wednesday and we've got a Sheffield United fan in the same room. So,
Bit of an Leeds fan.
Anyway, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing alright, mate, thanks.
Yeah? How's the petition going?
It's not going too bad today. It's slow uptake, but it's getting there.
Yeah. Last time we had Michael on, there was just over 1,200 signatures. Now it's 2,500. It's happened in 3 months. which is amazing for you guys, because you guys actually work your arse off for this. This isn't just another little 10-year-old that's saying, oh, I want this person in the Hall of Fame. Nobody knows. This is Darren. He isn't one of the half of the guys that said. Was it you that said? It was Michael that set it up, right? How did you two meet?
No, actually, we were through Georgia Smith, who was our friends were on Twitter.
Yeah.
And she sent me a message, got a while back now, about 4 or 5 months ago. And she basically said, my friend started a petition up for my dad to get into Hall of Fame. Could you sign it and join his Facebook group? So I signed it, joint Facebook group, and well, that's history. We know ever since.
Yeah, on a regular basis, isn't it? This petition law.
Yeah.
Tell us, I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there, and I know Nixy's intrigued in this, and I know a lot of people are. We see it all on Facebook. I mean, I'm just speaking for myself. Is we see these things like, they're saying like, well, we've contacted these promoters today, and we've contacted these people today, and we've done this and this on Twitter. Is there anywhere on social media you guys have not connected so far?
Piece of paper and a stamp and envelope. That's about it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people there that what people don't get as well is there's been a lot of negativity towards this. And there's a lot of people saying, oh, you suck, you absolutely suck, what do you want to do? And it's absolutely disgraceful the way that some people, I mean, these two lads, and we'll get Michael on here in a bit, these two lads here, they absolutely, they do their everyday lives, and then they come back, and then they get going with the petition. And how many does it stand at the moment? Last time I looked, it was 2,513. Is that right?
No, it's 2,539.
There we go. It's going up every 2 minutes. So when you saw did you see Raw on Monday night?
I watched bits of it.
Yeah, well when they announced the Hall of Fame, did your heart miss a beat?
It did slowly, but I was kind of expecting Warrior, obviously the 2K14 and what have you, that were expected, but I think next few weeks will be the true showing.
Well, everybody knows me on the Bulldog thing. So, why the Bulldog? And why the Bulldog yourself in your way? What? I mean, this is your chance to broadcast to the world, really, or the little bit of world that we have in our chat room on YouTube. Why the Bulldog? Why should WWE put the Davey Boy Smith in the Hall of Fame? If I was Vince McMahon and you were standing in front of me now, and you said to you, right, explain to me why I should put Davey Boy Smith into the Hall of Fame, what would you say to me?
Listen, I'd basically talk about Davey's background. Is young lad from a small English town, no else to do, his first love, wrestling, got trained up, met Dynamite Kid, and showed that a lad from a small town can really make it big overseas, that anything's possible. He had that dream to go overseas and wrestle, he did it. He showed that anything's possible, and for him doing that, it's brought up wrestlers like Wade Barrett. It's wrestlers as well from British shows know fair well that they can do it. If they want to do it, if they put effort in, they can do it.
I think there's two things in our channel that just said. Somebody said he gave you 80,000 people at SummerSlam. Yeah. Yeah. 80,000 people, definitely. And I mean, we all know. I mean, everybody knows what David Boy means to me. The guy for me was the reason I grew up watching wrestling. Saw him as a young kid and loved sport. But I'm not going to go into mine because everybody's heard the stories 1,000 times. And I know Nixy's heard it 1,000 times. Are you there, Nixy, now?
I am, yeah.
Ah, hallelujah, there you go. Nixy meet Darren, Darren meet Nixy.
Hello.
I do up.
I don't hear that. No, now bleeding have a go at us. Come on now, Nixy.
Oh dear God,
Come on. There's two of us now. Come on. And you know the best bit? He's a Sheffielder. Just as worse.
Perfect.
No, get it right, Nixy. It's, oh my God.
Shut up.
Oh, shut up. Isn't it amazing?
Authoritarian sounds camp, doing it.
It's amazing, isn't it? Shut up.
Don't talk like that.
We have to get that in. Come on, you have to give us that.
Get up, Chippy.
Oi, get up. No, we don't do such a Chippy. Oh, well, yeah, right.
Get up to Chippy, there you go.
We don't say the word to. Whoever fucking comes up with this shit is bullshit. We don't ever say, Darren, do you think that winds you up when people try and talk like us and they go, oh, Chippy, this and that? We don't do that. Fucking idiots.
Yeah, but I don't do it. Oh my God. So, take something like that, Jane Sunshine.
Oh, shut up.
There you go.
It's the way I speak. I'm 44. I speak how I want. Should hear me on police radio. I've got my posh voice. Wait, we got hello. We got heavy breather. Hello, heavy breather. Hiya. Hiya. We got Mike. No. Oh, Michael's in. Hey, we got 4 people on Skype. Yay! We got 4 people on the chat. This one's have happened 2 weeks ago. How you doing, Michael? You all right?
Yeah.
Michael, Darren.
Hi, Darren. How do you, Michael?
No, for these are the backbone, and I'm going to say it now, and if I upset anybody else, there's a girl out there called Natalie as well, and she does all the stuff. She does the stuff for David Boy Smith Jr., who is appearing at NWA on the March the 1st. Let's get another plug in there straight away. Basically, because the promoters in the chat room. So, but overall, I mean, you two guys should sort it between yourselves now, really. Overall, how's the petition going yourselves?
It's going great. I mean, we keep on at it, must be about 8 times a day, so, but it's going really good.
I was saying to Darren, what's a typical day for Team DBS? Understand?
Well, I would probably say it's every single
groups.
Yeah, it's my internet, guys.
Oh, that's all right.
So sorry about
Don't worry about it, mate. So, I've got a question here. I mean, you do Facebook, and you do all the groups on Facebook. Darren, do you do the same with the Facebook groups?
Yeah, try to when I can, have you?
Right, so who tackles Twitter? Which one of you two tackles Twitter?
Well, I think that's a bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would say the same, yeah.
Right, so who's responsible for Kurt Angle's retweet?
That was me.
Yeah. Right, for those who don't know, also, who's got involved with it, retweeting the petition? We've got Kurt Angle.
Yeah, every day. Get to Tonka. Woody Piper. Yeah, quite a few gadgets.
So, a hacksaw was one, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah. Even non-wrestlers though as well.
Yeah.
And we were talking to Lennox Lewis, he did the same. Even Mark Ruffalo, Incredible Hulk in Avengers, even he did it as well.
I want to say, guys, yes, I did get them DVDs. Do you know, I love my job. I love this job for bits. I mean, this is cutting off and I'm not going to come back to it. But Brian in our chat room sent me some DVDs this week, and they're amazing because they're ICW double DVD and an Extreme ECW one. Absolutely amazing, Brian. Thank you so much. Loved every single minute of it. Thank you. Amazing. I mean, I love my job. I get freebies. It's great. I never asked for them. Alright, now I want to ask a question. How many groups have you been banned from any groups on Facebook?
Oh yes, quite a few.
Really?
Yeah. The fact is because they just don't like it, so I got quite a lot of views
too, so, you know, like, swearing at me and, you know, stuff like that.
Have you had a response from the British wrestling community?
Oh yeah, quite a lot.
The companies and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go, getting behind it now. So, yeah. Well, you always said the British lads will always get... I've always found out with the groups on Facebook, speaking through experience, and I know Nixy will back me on this one, is very occasionally we'll get messages from people selling business stuff, Nix, don't we?
Yes,
We've
had a few funny incidents with that, haven't we?
Yeah, somebody's trying to sell us their business and trying to sell us all this stuff, all these things on their Facebook. And I'm like, if you would invest £2,000 into our business, we will make sure that you are the number one thing in the world. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on here?
What's crazy?
The world of British Wrestling Radio is absolutely off the wall. I started this, and literally it was one computer just talking to a screen, and no one listened. But now look at us. There's about 10 people listening to us. But we get there. I think everybody's sick. You do get... The thing is, I always find that if people are knocking it, it's because they're jealous of the situation.
Yes.
And they're just jealous of the fact that somebody's actually get off the backside. And you've got promotion, you've got advertisers involved now, is it?
Yeah, agents and stuff like that, so, you know, I mean, my heart is really into this now, so, you know, so I've got the agents in and...
So every Monday night, I asked this to David, to Darren, sorry, every Monday night from now on, is your heart going to be missing a beat when they announce the whole thing?
Oh yeah, totally.
Well, I've got this thing now, because I try and watch it when I can, and then I miss Monday nights, so I've got to watch it. But I just think, I knew the Warrior was going in. So, and then with YouTube and Twitter as it is, within seconds of it being announced, Twitter exploded with the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, no.
Ultimate Warrior's in it, so...
I was also kind of sad though, because I was sad, but I was like happy. Because I was happy because it's him, but I was kind of sad because of hard work and that, but oh well.
I think end of the day, they've got the headliner now, the headliner for the Hall of Fames.
Yeah.
They've got that now. Now, it's whether to see who else they want to put in. There's rumours that there's a match going in. There's a match from WrestleMania 1's going to go into the Hall of Fame. So you're going to put Hulk Hogan in twice. You're going to put Roddy Piper in twice. Paul Orndorff, Mr. Wonderful being twice. Mr. T will be in the Hall of Fame. Nothing wrong with that. And then they said also, yeah, but they've got to put Cowboy Bob Orton because he was involved, and Superfly Jimmy Snuka. So you got all these people going to be in twice. This is the thing that devalues the Hall of Fame, because you've got all these people that's going in there twice, and there is wrestlers, and it's not just the Bulldog, and you two can actually vouch for this if you want to, but there is a load of wrestlers out there that's not even in the Hall of Fame yet, and they're starting to put people in twice now, and this is the thing that's really, really starting to rip my knitting, because Rick Rude's not in, you've got Demolition, you've got all these great tag teams, the Freebirds, Demolition, the Bulldogs, Jim the Anvil Neidhart's not in, Owen's not in, Brian Pillman.
It's kind of sad, it is, yeah.
I called it this year, and I said to Nixy, I called the Hall of Fame, it is the real life Vince McMahon Kiss My Arse Club.
It is, yeah.
And I had to think now, in the last 12 months, this time 12 months ago, Bruno Sammartino, who already said he would never, ever, ever go in the Hall of Fame, all of a sudden, he's in the Hall of Fame. Now, the second guy that would say he would never, ever be a business with the WWE, and he's not in as well, and it's like, what's going on? And well, I'd love to have him go there, you know what, I can't wait for the Ultimate Warrior speech though. That's going to be one of the best things of the night.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Warriors!
I could just imagine.
Speak to me, Warriors! You can just see it now, God. He runs on the stage, falls ass over tit, smacks straight into the microphone, and goes, "Speak to me, warriors!" It seemed like that. But who's going to speak for him? Because his feud with Hogan's legendary. And they're talking about...
Sorry. No, I was going to say there was talks that Hogan were going to do it, because apparently on Twitter a couple of days ago somebody said that his feud's totally over now. And he's glad he's in.
Nixy, you get it now? Nixy?
Yeah,
Right.
sorry.
I mean, what do you think with Warrior at Hall of Fame? Do you think glad he's in?
I'm glad he's in from like his history's point of view. He's always been a big name, although he's not from he's more your generation than my generation. But I know he's obviously a very, very figure within the company, unlike the kids these days who really don't respect anyone who's not so from that standpoint, yeah, I haven't really got an opinion on the Kiss My Arse Club side of it. I think it's just good for the older school fans like you lot.
Older school fans like me?
Yes. Well, you were... I mean, my nan was a fan probably in the 80s, so if she was alive today and she saw the Ultimate Warrior was going in the Hall of Fame, she'd probably be loving it. But,
it always seems to be that the Hall of Fame it's the biggest controversial talking point, no matter who puts a Hall of Fame in.
Drew Carey.
There's always... I mean, we did a Hall of Fame. I mean, we've still got it there on the pages somewhere. And we put British wrestlers in. We've got a social media Hall of Fame. And the reaction of that went schizo because I put two guys in it from America. And what people don't realise is these two guys for me, if it wasn't for these two guys, I wouldn't be doing what I do. And Winters knows what I'm on about, and Asa knows what I'm on about, and Nixy knows what I'm on about.
I do.
There's all these great guys, there's two great guys in America that started all this for me. And if it wasn't for them two, and another gentleman by the name of Chris Haller, then I wouldn't be doing what this is now. And to me, they opened up my eyes to a whole new thing. I wish I was 25, 26, but in some ways, I'm glad I'm not, because I watched wrestling, I saw the boom happen in the late 80s, and I saw it all happen and all that, and how they promoted Davey Boy over here as the face of WWE, and the reason why he got Sky over here. So I'll do the same question to you, Michael, as I did to David. Darren. Sorry, Darren, I forgot to put my name. I'm terrible. If you was in front of Vince McMahon, what would you say to him? If he said to you, why should I put David Boy in the Hall of Fame? What would you say to him?
I would just say to him that he should be in the Hall of Fame because of the English fans, and because the WWE want to. I mean, they wouldn't even have the English fans if it wasn't for the British Bulldog. So
Did you speak to Stephanie McMahon?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure about that, but yeah.
Come on, tell us, because I know there's people in that chat that want to hear this, and I know that everybody out there, and Nixy wants to hear this.
I do.
You rang WWE headquarters, right?
Yeah.
And you asked to speak to Stephanie.
Stephanie, yeah.
Tell us the story.
And a lady said hello, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, I was really scared. But I mean, again, sure, if it is Stephanie who I've spoken to, but and there I was kind of shit scared.
Lee James asking, what's the number? No, don't put over the airways. No. Send him a message on the page. Send him a message on the group. I think that's amazing, the fact that everybody said about, I mean, we had the thing with the incident with Kate and William, wasn't it, when that radio station got through. So, and saying that they were the Queen and they got through and everything, and that biggest prank. And then you did it and you're going, how bloody easy is that? And who knows, it could have been her, you don't know. But,
yeah.
did it sound like her?
I'm not sure because on the phone it's it sounds like a completely different person. So but I know she didn't say, oh, it's definitely agent. I mean, she just said, hello, myself, right, well, I was like, holy shit.
Amazing story. The fact that you got this, and now everybody thinks, the question everybody's thinking, and I've had a few people ask me this, is if David is not in this year, does it stop?
No way, no. We'll keep on until he's actually in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Well, there was a group on Facebook called Wrestling Memories, and they said, they did a thing of Vince McMahon laughing, and he said, oh yeah, there was an online petition to get the Bulldog in the Hall of Fame. Oh yeah, it's only got 300 signatures. And I sent him a message, and I went, put another 0 on that 300, you dumb bitch. And exactly, yeah. And I got a message back saying, apologies mate, didn't realise that this is actually getting big business. And I said, and on behalf of every single person that listens to this show and is connected with our page or anything, thank you two, for whatever you do, right? And I'm going to announce it now to everybody, and Nixy doesn't even know this. The next members of our social media Hall of Fame on British Wrestling Radio is Team DBS.
Woo! Thank you.
Awesome.
There you go. The next members of our social media Hall of Fame. Someone tell Nixy the announcement. Nixy, don't do that.
Cut out just as you went, oh, I'm going to just reveal this announcement. I went, oh, crap.
Right, well, we've just announced that Team DBS is in the social media.
Yay! Well deserved.
They've got a deserved bit for the work you've done, for the work you work off your asses and everything. And forget this, guys, nobody's ever asked them to do this. To get you two in. I decided this I thought, oh, shit, yeah, I'm having both of them on. I know what. And it's my decision, I'll get the flag, but you know what? Fuck them. If they're going to come at me, better bring the biggest bleeding stick in the world, because I'll get that stick and I'll turn it around and shove it up your candy ass. Right, now we've done that bit. Now here comes the best bit. What in your eyes is the greatest match the Bulldog ever did? And you can't say SummerSlam 92.
Okay, well, there's quite a few matches with Hogan that I loved. It's a tough, but I would probably say the matches with Owen.
Yeah? Ah. Yeah. First one that said that. Oh, that's been interesting. You got
a totally different.
Yeah, what would you say?
Well, probably the reason why, because I've managed to see him live. He were wrestling IRS. I know IRS is not the greatest wrestler. He was about as technical as a piece of paper, but he was great because I actually managed to see him live.
Was that Sheffield Arena?
It was at Sheffield Arena. It were 2 months before SummerSlam on 92, and Davey Boy did win.
Okay, now, April. Was it April?
Yeah.
April, because he was doing the Hall of Fame. It was just after WrestleMania 8, weren't it? I was there. I remember that because I got dressed up as the Ultimate Warrior. Yes, I did. I had the permed hair, the long permed hair, so I looked like the Warrior. I even looked so much like the Warrior. Can't believe I'm going to tell this story. I really can't. This is embarrassing. Right, I went as the Ultimate Warrior and I had the tassels, the armbands, the face paint, the long hair, and in them days I had the muscles as well, because I was a rugby league player and getting everything inside of me. And went to the wrestling and I sat down and this little kid went, "It's the Warrior! It's the Warrior!" And I just went, "Hey, what, where, where?" And this kid screaming, and he went, "Warrior, Warrior!" And I'm like, oh God. I mean, this woman came up and went, "Would you have a photograph took with my son, please?" And I went, "I'm not the Warrior." She goes, "Yeah, but he thinks you are." So I had to put my hands around this kid's scrawny little neck as if I'm crushing it. and be the Ultimate Warrior in a photograph. And that was like, oh God, yeah. So you remember, Darren, that scruffy-looking Union Jack that got thrown in the ring which said Derby County on it in '92 when he won? Somebody threw a Union Jack flag in it, and it was the most manky, scruffy-looking thing you've ever seen in your life, and it said Derby County on it. That's how crazy my mind is, because I remember that, because the bloke that threw it was in front of me. And even I just said, couldn't you got a new one? He goes, I've had it a few years. Like, dear God. It was disgraceful. I mean, Nixy's laughing right off now at this because he knows I'm just embarrassed myself even more. But
I've heard that story 1,000 times, to be honest.
What, the Ultimate Warrior one?
Yeah, you told it a lot.
Have I? Oh, right.
Yeah.
Fair enough, I don't care. My show. Yeah.
Oh, that was funny. You keep telling me it's our show. All right.
Our show.
You heard it there, everyone. It's Dean's show.
It's our show.
No, you heard it there, everyone. It's Dean's show. I am just like the little extra that comes on and annoys him and interrupts him.
What's the name, Nixy Newman? I can even go worse. I could go Nicola.
Oh, shut up.
There you go.
Oh, shut up. No, you could go too worse and call me Nick. I really hate that.
Listen. It's our show, right? Deano and Nixy. We're the partners. We're better than Morecambe and Wise, us two. There you go. So.
Laura and Hardy.
Oh, no chance. Hey, you call me a farce? Cheeky cow. But no. So you're going to. So next show you're going to is March the 1st, right?
I think so, yeah.
And that's New Breed Wrestling.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Let's go through it again. George is there.
Yep. And Harry Smith.
A.K.A. David Boy Smith Jr.
Yeah. It's
Dynamite Kid's daughter. Dynamite.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Dynamite Dan as well.
Dynamite Dan. Bloody hell, it's the right Dynamite show, isn't it? Where's this happening again, sorry?
I think it's in Oxfordshire.
Right, New Breed Wrestling.
Yeah.
Exclusive match announcement because I've enjoyed the show so much. Oh, thank you so much, sir. We've got an amount of exclusive match announcement coming up now. Wow, this is great. Now see, exclusive! Dynamite Dan will be taking on James Mason on March the 1st. There you go, exclusively announced on British Wrestling Radio. Bulldog Wrestling Radio is Dynamite Dan will take on James Mason on March the 1st. Thank you so much, sir, for that one. That's really kind. See, we get the exclusives, we get the stars and the stuff, and we've also got to announce next week a very special show as well. Tonight's been Bulldog Wrestling Radio, and after we've gone with everything and we've done everything we can do, I'm going to announce next week's, because next week's is going to be huge. This one's massive and huge. Next week's huge as well. And I think everybody next week's at some point, because everybody sweet with Bulldog. But let's say hi to Jackie, who's also on the Wrestling Radio, the Wrestling Bulldog page. Jackie's a real cool girl. She's been doing a lot of things, and she's mad about wrestling. She is besotted with wrestling and everything like that. Did you see that picture I put up of the Heart Foundation in Dolls? A few days ago. My niece...
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. My niece, Rebecca, she's 28. She went through an old drawer in a house and she got all the old toys out. In these toy box was a Sega Mega Drive, right, and a load of wrestling figures. And when I looked at the picture, and I was looking at it, and it's like, my God, she's got Owen and Jim Anvil as the new foundation. And it's like, that's rare. And she's like, and look what else I've got. And she's offered to swap me everything, Nixy, for my Bulldog badge.
No.
No chance. Not happening.
It was really funny, but you know the little figure of the Bulldog that was in that set? I was going to get you one of those at Christmas.
Oh, God.
Really funny that you say that.
No, don't. You can't well be like... Lindsay once bought me the Undertaker one. I think this was like 2002, and she bought me a day off present at working where we did. She bought me the Undertaker one, and I went, what the fuck? My next truth is, what the fucking other what I want the Undertaker for? He's a piece of shit. What the fuck do I want him for? She's like, because the only wrestling one they had. Alright, I'm sorry. Because them days I used to play SmackDown on the PS1 a lot. So she just found this thing with a little wrestling belt, and I tried to stretch it so it fit around my wrist. So I had a little wrestling, like a necklace on my wrist, like a wrist bracelet, but it was never fitted. I'm like, fucking thing, it don't go. But these kids, things you do as kids. So what's next for Team DBS? Is it's just going to be more promoting?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot more actually, and more agents and stuff like that.
Yeah. So there's going to be. It's not just an online petition. This is really really big news now.
It is, yeah. It's massive.
Have you got the Bulldogs hometown behind you? Is it Golf? It's an avenue to go down. It's just an avenue to go down. That's all. It's just like if they see that there's their hometown boy is getting on a social media thing and everything like that, then
yeah,
I just think that it's just an idea of going down that route because
it is a good idea.
I think he put that place on the map. Did it used to, I'm going to ask you two this, and I don't know if Nixy, did it piss you off when they used to say that Davey Boy came from Leeds, and then he came from Manchester, and then he came back from Leeds, and then he went back to Manchester? And he never actually said where he came from.
It did really, yeah. Well, I was like, well, is he from, Manchester, Leeds, or where? I was kind of lost.
When they said Leeds, I went, hold on, that ain't a Leeds accent. No chance.
Yeah.
No way in hell is that a Leeds accent. No way.
Blackpool were my favourite.
Sorry?
Blackpool were my favourite.
Blackpool? Bloody hell.
Yeah.
It's just like, Nixie will understand this. Undertaker.
Death Valley, Houston, Death Valley.
Yeah. Did he move house? What? Did he move? All this like, easiest thing to say from parts unknown. There you go. So that,
He's not a beast.
well, no, I mean Ultimate Warrior. Nearest rocket ship. Yeah. So I just think the Davey Boy Swift that we knew. I think, what did you prefer him as, the heel or the face?
Oh, well, I thought, I say, I thought he was quite amazing. I mean, he had that, I know, there's something about him as a heel, especially when he became over here in, I think was it 98 or 99 as a heel,
Yeah.
where he shot that trash can at Stephanie.
90, come on Nixie, help me out here.
I think that was in 1999.
That was definitely 99 because he came back September 99.
Yeah.
Got the hardcore belt.
Yeah.
To
Yeah, it was 99.
Al Snow, and then they had that famous bleeding kennel match. And
Yeah.
My brother's just seen all this, so yeah, I'm pretty, yeah.
I mean, I was actually there when he was meant to shut the trash can, and I was like, yeah, okay then. I saw that the English flag and that. I'm so there.
when we had Georgia on, and we were talking about this, and I just said to her, did it hurt? How did it feel when all of a sudden they asked David to be a heel in his home country? She said he hated it. She said he hated it so much that the fact he was nearly crying when they said to him, we want to see if you can get booed in your own country.
Yeah,
And it hurt him so much after all the work he's done for the WWE and everything he's been through and all the stuff he had to, all the things he had to stuff. I said it fucking out fire. He just looked at him as if to say, I've just spent nearly 20 years of my life building up the WWE in the UK, and now you're asking me to be booed by the people that have cheered me for the best part of 10 years.
I mean, quite a few people kind of was like, I was kind of against it in the arena, but I was like, yeah, kind of thing. And soon he's seen me, because I was like, what, about 16 at the time. He kind of like looked over at me and he gave me a great big smile because I was on his side, so, you know, it was quite amazing.
But I mean, everybody gets the wrestlers and everything, and I think you look at Magnus now, and do you see bits of Davey and Magnus with this Brit, where it's easy for the Brits to be a heel in America?
I do really,
do you see bits of Magnus? What do you reckon, Darren? Do you see bits of Magnus if you watch it?
I do. I do to a certain extent, but I think the character they brought on with Magnus, I think his instant fingers to heel turn were too quick. We should have just evolved it on a longer path. It's same with Davey, because that was near enough. Straight like 1-8,
I found the first interview. I think I put it on the page. I found the first interview of him as a heel ever. And when he was in the WWE and explaining it, and I'll always remember that with Jim Cornette. And he only talked for about a minute and a half. The promo was 6 minutes long. And we all know that David was never the greatest promoter. He was never the greatest one for the talking of the promos, but he did his bit in the ring. And I think when he turned heel, everybody was shocked that he did it. But at the same time, it was like, oh, I know, this is going to be interesting. And look what happened. He didn't get one title shot in the WWE as a face. The moment he went as heel, he got so many title shots, and it hurts so bad, the fact that he was never given the belt as a WWE. Well, he did win it. He did win it in the house, in your house, and then he was stripped of it. So he was the champion for about 10 bleeding minutes. But I think that Davey, I look at CM Punk and see like that. I mean, Nixy, you might know this as well. You look at CM Punk saying, where's the challenge? And Vince saying, the challenge is I want you to be a heel. And I wanted, yeah, but what's the challenge? When they say to Davis, saying, right, I want to see if you can become the most hated person in America. Yeah. Davis like, yeah, all right, let's see how we go. Bang. Next thing, he's the most hated guy in America. Throwing Shawn Michaels into the sea. All the stuff, all the things he did, and just made it funny. If you had to take a classic, I mean, if you guys play video games, right? I know Darren does, because he's got Xbox One. I know he's got an Xbox One.
Oh, you have to, don't you?
Oh yeah, you have to. Have you got 360 as well?
Yeah.
Have you got WWE 14?
I haven't yet, no.
Ooh, get it. The amount of Davey Boy characters they've created on there is amazing. And plus, you can download Deano BWR on that game. Yeah, I created...
Must have been the champion.
No, that was WWE 13. You retired.
Oh.
I've still got the game. I've still got the game, so yeah, if you want to download Nixy on WWE, you can. Yeah, difference is she don't cut it off in much, and she don't even talk. Yeah.
Shut up.
But listen, guys, I'm gonna let you go because I know you guys have been at it all day, and I know Michael, you're tired and stuff, so I'm gonna let you go. But thank you so much for coming on the show.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, what can we say? Karen and Michael, aka Team DBS, the newest members of the Social Media Hall of Fame.
Oh, cheers. Cheers.
All right, mate, guys. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. And there we go. That's Darren and Michael that came from Team DBS, the guys that's staking all the things behind the WWE. And is our chat room stopped?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I accidentally went out of it, but...
Yeah, hold on. I'm coming back in now. So, but... yeah, I'm there. Oh, you're out of it. Yeah, you're not even in. It's one of them days, I think, when the day happens that he actually goes in the Hall of Fame.
You're going to be crying. You're going to make a video about it and stick it on the page.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You will, believe me, you will.
No, there's not a Gavin Fletcher download for PS3 because he only comes out for, he'll only mark for the imports. Ta-da! But, right. We're heel turn happened this week, didn't they?
Did they?
New Age Outlaws.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Fuck Punk. Fuck him. Fuck Punk up. Screw him up big stuff. It's just the thing. What's this? What do you reckon with this new invent? Oh, I can't do it because it's a spoiler for TNA Impact. So I watched it and I can't say it. So I can't say anything about it at the moment. But there is loads of events coming up in the British scene. Excuse me a minute. Let me see if I can get it up. I'm on my big computer now, so I can see if I can work it. Let me fake it. Right, I'll put a question and answer thing up on the page and to get that going. The big announcement for next week. Let me just get it. Oh, we gained another like by being on the air there. This is unreal.
Hey.
Oh, okay. Question thread for the show. There we go. And if you're going to do it, then please, please, please wait until, don't do it too much for the end, because if I've got to do it and I've got to refresh it and things like that. So, but...
Stop yourself there.
But caller sounds funny. Oh, right. Yeah, it did sound funny a bit. It did sound a bit funny on his end, didn't it? That's not our fault. Not our problem. Sorry. Anyway. Next week. Thank you, Newbury. Thank you so much. You know I can go off people. Sorry. Pixie's great. Sorry, Pixie. I'll buy you a pint. I'll buy you a drink anyway. I owe you a drink anyway when I go into ICW. So I owe you a drink. So when I see you, get a drink. Drinks on me for that one. There you go. Can't better than that. Next week. Now, Nixy, do you remember January the 23rd, 1984?
I wasn't even off.
So you wouldn't know what that means in wrestling world?
Unfortunately not.
Then you are a disgrace to the
sorry.
Does anybody in our chat room realise what happened on January 23rd, 1984? Something was born. What was born, Nixie?
Hulkamania.
Exactly. Next week's show is on July the 24th. On January the 24th. And next week's show is we're going to celebrate 30 years of Hulkamania. What do you reckon? Think we can do that? The good bits about him, the bad bits, anything you want about Hogan, we've got to do it. He's going back. I think at the end of the day, what do you reckon Hogan stands for? I mean, we're going to talk about him in depth next week. So you've got a week to find your things about Hogan, yeah? Do you reckon he's going to be at WrestleMania? Hand on heart, yes or no?
I really, really don't know at the minute. I'm really, really, literally fencing it at the minute. I'm sitting there thinking, well, maybe yes, maybe no. Part of me doesn't want him there. I'm not the biggest Hulk fan. I know Rob Norton's going to kill me for saying that. But I'm really not the biggest Hulk Hogan fan.
I just think that if it wasn't for Hulk, I mean, my mum used to worship Hulk Hogan.
So did my nan.
I think Hulk Hogan, it was the fact that he had the blonde hair, he had the moustache, the mo, he had the look, he was had everything that he wanted to be, and I say, if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, we wouldn't have got John Cena now. John Cena.
True.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing, though?
I think, yeah, but look at it this way. You can't expect a guy in his 40s to appeal to 10-year-olds all the time.
No.
You can't. So you got to recreate someone. And John Cena came along, right? And I think when you see all the things that he did, and you look back and Hogan's contribution is immense. You've got to give the guy that. Because as soon as you mention Hulk Hogan, everybody knows who he is. You go, oh yeah, that's the wrestler, isn't it? You could mention a million wrestlers and the people will go, who's that? I mean, there's people out there that still don't know who CM Punk is.
Yeah.
And there's still people out there who haven't got a clue who Kane is. Alright? But you say Hulk Hogan, and they'll go, oh yeah,
Everyone knows.
yeah, that's the wrestler, isn't it? And that's the impact that he had. And he didn't just do it in one company, he did it in two. He did it in three. TNA, WCW. And like, you can laugh, you can snatch all you want. I've got a bet to make with you, girl.
Oh, God.
Right? There's a DVD out there on YouTube called The Rise and Fall of WCW. You keep at me to watch WrestleMania 17. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right. I will watch WrestleMania. This will happen by WrestleMania. You've got till WrestleMania. I will watch WrestleMania 17 and review it, play word for word. Right?
Right.
You have got to watch The Rise and Fall of WCW. Just so you can see the factors that weren't just Bischoff, that was the other things around it as well. The great wrestling that they had. Because they beat WWE 82 weeks in a row. So they must have been doing something, right? Yeah. I think everything is, I mean, everybody knows with WrestleMania 17, you say it, Winter says it, the Attitude Era podcast says it, it's the best WrestleMania there's ever been. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
And it's still true.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought WrestleMania 18 was amazing. If you put 18 against 17, what makes 17 better than 18?
Everything, it just does. Trust me, once you watched it, I hope you understand.
Alright. Was that the height of the Attitude Era? That was the Attitude Era's WrestleMania, yeah?
I think that, but it's just something about it. There's just honestly something about it.
Right. Okay.
It was just, honestly, it's just, for some reason it just had everything. And you won't really understand it until you see it. I mean, it had a gimmick battle royal, it had a hardcore match, it had classic matches, it had a brilliant twist at the end that still divides fans to this day. You know, everything about it is so good.
See? And I've got, there you go. Carl Fisher's just got a great question. I'll have to do that later. 17 was the end of the Attitude Era. What year was 17? 2001. Was it? Do you really,
Yeah.
do you really think that was the end of the Attitude Era?
Not another year left.
Yeah, I think it was another year and a half, something like that, yeah. But, anyway, the TNA now seems as though they're going on a recruitment drive, right? Dixie's come out and said, straight away, we're going for new talent. AJ's gone, and they've got the American Wolves in. They're going out there looking for the best new talent. Where do you think they should look? Over here? CZW? In America? Ring of Honor? Indie Circuit in America? Or spread further afield, Mexico? Where should they go? What do you think? If you was in charge of TNA, Nixy, where would you go?
I think they should look at Britain. I really do. I mean, if they look at the success that Rockstar Spud's had, not just because he's talented, but just look at, you know, like how well he's done, how much he's made everyone hate him. Just think what else they could have, women and men alike. But I think they've also got to go to the indie scene in America that I think, again, the British scene WWE are neglecting. They need to go everywhere WWE is neglecting, so that they've got an entirely different product from that side of it.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I don't want to see a WWE similarity. I want to see a complete alternative. And that was the mistake that Hogan and Bischoff were making. They were just making it they weren't making it the alternative. They were just making it a rivalry promotion, and that's not what we want.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I think in a way it does, yeah. When there is things that you look at, and they've got to refresh the product, and I think you got to give them due when credit is credit's due. The fact that they've took this step that, okay, what's happened over the last 2-3 years is dead. What's happened with that has completely gone. We need to do something to bring wrestling fans back to the TNA product. And the tour over here will help because they'll get the big crowds and everything. What do you reckon to this idea? Move TNA wrestling over here.
I think it's been vaguely discussed, hasn't it? I've heard it being discussed, but I don't think it will happen.
And this idea that they're going into the high school gyms, and they've been in high school gyms, and they've not even sold out the high school gyms where they've been in America.
Yeah, but they've got a lot of making up to do, haven't they?
They've got a lot of bridges. They've got a lot of bridges to rebuild.
Mm.
So
a lot of fans, I mean, I'm a prime example. I tried to keep up with it, but the Hogan and Bischoff program, which is probably why I'm kind of a bit anti-Hogan at the minute, just ruined it for me.
So I think of the TNA product as it stands, I've watched it over the last few weeks, and you look at the things that's happened, and I'm giving it a second go, and I'm glad I have, because I'm really impressed with the way it's gone. Because now we've got Magnus up there, we've got Rockstar Spud, we got all these great guys in there. But yeah, Nick Mason's just said a good point in the chat room that TNA wrestling to the UK would destroy UK. I think when all the things that's happened over the last 2-3 years with getting rid of the 6-sided ring, going back to the 4-sided, which was wanted by the wrestlers, which a lot of people don't get, is the wrestlers did not like the 6-sided ring. They thought it was too small, it was too many corners, that they couldn't actually do a good match with. So all these people saying, oh, the TNA 6-sided ring, and there was that about it. It just seems that TNA wrestling, it needs to be reborn, and I'll give them dues where due credit is due.
Well,
they are doing it well. Oh, you're back. Yeah, you there? No. But I think you look at all the history, and are they going to actually give them another? Are these people they're actually going to give? You're back now.
yeah, are you?
Hey, whatever. I've been going nowhere, mate. I'm sat here already, drinking my beers and going forth and multiplying and things. But I haven't got any questions on it. No. I wonder if you look at all the TNA products as a whole now, it's getting better, but it's got a lot of rebuilding to do with a lot of people, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But like me, they've lost a lot of fans because of the Hogan Bischoff product. They've now got to bring those fans back in.
Do you think there's a lot of fans that'll give it a second chance like they did before? If you was a fan in America and you wipe your hands of the WWE, if you wipe your hands of TNA because of the product was so shit and you was fed up to the back teeth of it, would you give it a second chance?
Yes, I think I would, but then I always would.
I want TNA to succeed, because if TNA fails, it's bad for wrestlers, because there's wrestlers out of work and there's all these people, then they've got nowhere to go. I mean, but at the same time, everyone's going, oh, WWE will buy TNA. WWE doesn't need to buy TNA. It doesn't need to do nothing. WWE just needs to stick as it is at the moment.
They don't, but the problem I have with WWE is they're still very, very big bulked person orientated. I mean, that was proved over the weekend when they said, oh, we don't want him because we've got lightweight style high flyers that can do all the stuff that they can do.
Yeah, well, that's right. Well, you've got Daniel Bryan, and you got CM Punk, not the biggest guys in the world. And
Yeah,
you look at Monday Night Raw.
TNA's got.
You look at Monday
TNA's
Night Raw.
chances with.
Right, you look at Monday Night Raw. At the end of Raw, you had one of the smallest guys on the roster stood on top of the chair, and every single person in that arena was chanting yes.
They were.
It was the biggest moment markout WWE's had in months. I think to see Daniel Bryan, he's red hot. Daniel Bryan is on fire. Do you think WWE going to use him, right?
I hope they do. I've got a feeling they're not going to, because unfortunately they're still obsessed with Cena and keeping him at the top. But really, they need to do what's right.
There was a thing going on on Monday night that Kane was going to join the Wyatts.
Not nearly hairy enough.
Yeah, fair enough. Look at a false beard. I'm going a Wyatt beard. I ain't had a shave in 6 months. So yes, I ain't going to the shave in 6 weeks.
I'd love to see what Lindsay said about that.
Oh, you don't want to know. It's not pronounceable. Well, it is actually. She's like, I'm not kissing that fucking bob brush. That's exactly her words. She called me a toilet brush. Darren in the chat room says the best. Cena has never had a pop like that.
No,
Cena has not had a pop like that in years. Pops in wrestling, there you go. That's one we can do. If you put Daniel Bryan as one of the... When was the last time you saw big pops in wrestling? We had Daniel Bryan Monday. Dolph Ziggler after WrestleMania.
Yeah, that was a pretty big one.
What's been the biggest pop in wrestling for you?
What, of all time?
Yeah.
I still go back to Mania 2001. Still go back to Linda McMahon. That was amazing, that moment. And you haven't even seen it yet.
When she stood up out of the chair.
Yeah. It's still, even now, you just watch that crowd and suddenly everyone just cheers, everyone just stands up and their eyes light up. It is fantastic to watch, just from one tiny action. It is honestly, you need to see the whole match and just see the crowd just kind of go, and then the reaction, and then when she kicks him in the balls, it's just like, yeah! Everyone screams their heads off. Honestly, it is magic. That is one of the, I still go back to that. Always sticks in my mind. Or CM Punk from Money in the Bank, because the whole Chicago crowd were behind him and hated Cena.
There you go, we've got people going Taz at Royal Rumble 2000. That was huge.
That was huge. We see it. We'd rather see him promos for that.
Lesnar returning. Yeah, Lesnar coming back to Cena. That was a huge one.
It was, but we knew it was happening, so it kind of sucked the fun out of it.
Nah, well, that was the biggest rumour of the day, that Lesnar was back in the WWE, I suppose. Anyway, we've got to change the subject, because now, this week, we had the very, very sad news of one of the greatest women wrestlers ever that finally didn't kick out at 2. She took the 3 count. And Mae Young, 90 years old. The dream was for her to hold on to her 100th birthday to wrestle Stephanie McMahon at WrestleMania 40. But I remember saying it, that she wants that to happen. They wanted that on her 100th birthday, and it won't happen now. I think Mae's contribution was funny, was immense. The things, I can't just say that I saw Mae Young wrestle. The Mae Young I saw was the Attitude Era Mae, and everything that's happened since Mae. And that's my fault, and I take full responsibility for that. Not seeing Mae Young's oddball videos and things, that she was an icon of this business and what she knew from wrestling. Sensational Sherry worshipped her, and Fabulous Moolah, both of them together was just double X of all double X. Only Mae Young, in her 70s, this is the one thing, and I played it at the start of the show, and a lot of people, and I still can't get over this. Mae Young was powerbombed off the stage by Bubba Ray in a
He has his name on him.
on
Yeah.
the table.
Yeah.
In the 70s.
In the 70s.
Jeez, I mean, what have you got to, I mean, how crazy do you have to be in your 70s and watch Bubba Ray go, right, here we go, bang, and then she
Probably
gets,
looked after.
and then he gets up and she says, oh, I want to be powerbombed off the top of a cage. Now, I'm
It was nuts.
going to say the one thing that put everybody going, oh, God, no. Royal Rumble 2000, the bikini contest. I think that's going to be I put the
hand.
Winters has said it, I put the interview up before. Pixie just says it best. Mae Young and Moolah are creating havoc now up there. Can you just imagine it now?
Oh, God.
Yeah, me. But the Rumble, when you had Stacey Keebler. Sorry, Stacey Keebler.
2000?
What? Sorry, Wilson, 2000.
She wasn't in 2000. No, Stacey Keebler.
All right, then. All right.
Where are you from?
Sheffield. I'm trying to remember. Was it Jacqueline?
Possibly.
And then you got Mae Young coming out. Puppies! Woohoo! On pay-per-view. And it was live on Channel 4. It was one of the few pay-per-views that WWE put on Channel 4.
I remember it.
Everybody was staying up and watching it. I think I was at PGL. I was at Bratton Park in Shropshire, near Shrewsbury, and watching it. And we was all watching the staff room, and they said, "Oh, what are you watching, Deano?" And I said, "I'm watching Royal Rumble." And they went, "You watching what?" And I said, "The Royal Rumble." And then watched it again, and all of a sudden you see Mae Young, and every single person in that room went, what the fuck is that?
I remember back and she was in it too.
There was a Vachon.
Lou Vachon, yeah.
Yeah. Rest in peace. Imagine it now.
Terry Reynolds.
And she's reunited now with her best mate, a partner, and everybody up there.
And partner in crime.
Does the Lord Almighty realise what he's done? See, to think now that he's got them.
Lou's probably gone. We've got years of making up to do. Come on.
Oh dear God! I mean, it was nice to touch what Vince said with the video, and you
Yeah,
got,
but
I'm
still-
not gagging again. Kiss my ass, Nick. Get bones. But Moola's, I think I'm glad she was in the Hall of Fame before she went.
Yeah.
She was in the Hall of Fame. It was nice to see that photograph of her with the ring, wearing the ring. And Vince will always have a soft spot for her.
He will. Stephanie loved her, didn't she?
Stephanie worshipped her, didn't she? That's the thing with Stephanie. I think everybody puts this role about Stephanie and all this thing, but she worships the people that she grew up with. Like, they were the mums that she never had, and like they were the aunties and all the wrestlers that when Shane and Stephanie were growing up were their aunties and the uncles that they never had. And can you imagine that? I mean, Auntie Moolah, Auntie Mae Young, and all that. Uncle Hogan, and all that. But you look back in it, and you can't help but smile. You can't help but smile about Mae.
No.
And she never went out. She always was loyal to the WWE.
And she was always willing. That's the thing. How many women do you know would say yes to giving birth to a hand?
I wasn't going to go there. I wasn't going there.
Or you know, having an affair with another wrestler who's like from 50 years or senior or junior.
Oh, I just thought of something. Then they found Mae in bed, and was it with?
Mark Henry, wasn't it?
Was it Mark Henry or Gene Oakland? They did one where she was in bed with somebody else, and it was another old wrestler. Who were it? And I don't know if it was Gene Oakland or something like that, but or Howard Finkel. you think when you go back to all the old, I'm not going to say old wrestlers, I'm just going to say the people that back in the day was the people that paved the way for the now generation. I think you look back and Mae Young's legacy, I'd say it's a legacy.
It is a legacy.
There's going to never be another one. I think when you look at the top wrestlers, the female wrestlers of all time, they'll mention Fabulous Moolah, they'll mention Sensational Sherry, they'll mention Mae Young by heart, and
They held the belt for like 25 years, didn't she, or something like that?
yeah, Moolah did, yeah, and you can't replace that. You can't replace that. I used to look at, Mae Young and Moolah, when the Attitude Era, they used to take chair shots on the head and guitar shots from Jeff Jarrett, and oh my God. And they never, the one said, yeah, do it. Not bothered, yeah, do it. If it's good for the business, go and do it.
But, you're not going to get another two pair of women like that.
No.
I mean, Mae Young is the original diva. I'm sorry, I don't give a crap about something. She is the real original wrestler, diva, whatever you want to call her.
But the difference is, now this is the thing that gets me. Sonny never wrestled.
No.
So to be a diva, she was a diva in name only,
Yeah.
but she wasn't a wrestler.
No, she wasn't.
Now, if that's different, Sonny was the first of a different breed of female WWE superstar. Yeah, that Lipstick and Dynamite, it's on Netflix USA, Nixy. Have you seen that?
No.
Yeah, check that out because WWE are cutting off all the Netflix stuff at the moment. They're cutting it all off. We'll explain more in a minute. I think that Sonny, with the role that she had, was a lot different to a female wrestler, say, Sensational Sherry, Moolah, Mae Young, did in the 70s and the 80s. It's completely different because you never saw Sonny get in the ring. She was just a manager that was different, and it was a different thing. But she went about it in a whole different way, and then you had Sable came along, and she started off being like the Sonny type diva, but then she transformed into the wrestler that powerbombed Mark Miron. Yes, I remember that day very well. Oh, what a day that was. Look, if you had one word to describe Mae Young's life, what would you call it?
Phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Sensational, amazing. She lived her life. She really did. I mean, she started in 1939,
She always smiled.
She did.
It was just amazing person.
I never thought she was going to end. I honestly didn't. I was sitting there and I looked up her age and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
She's just going to carry on going. She's just going to be there.
I'm just going to say one thing.
Forever.
And I'm going to say one thing. The person that said she died and she hadn't, I hope somewhere in this world somebody forgives you one day for what you did. Because that was way out of order for me.
It was. I wasn't happy with that. The thing was, me and Ross talked when it actually broke that. I don't want to say finally, but...
Yeah, the thing is with you two is, you see it on the internet, and now you've learned the biggest lesson of the lot. If it's not confirmed by somebody massive, if it's only confirmed, and I don't want to use the term, but it's only confirmed by a certain dirt sheet or a certain website, the only way to look out for it is if the WWE announce it.
But, I mean, to be fair with that, it wasn't just us. So many, Samoa Joe said it. Loads of wrestlers all thought that it was the real thing, so it wasn't just us. I mean, it looked perfectly legit to, I think, just about everyone, not just me.
Oh yeah, everybody got some line of sinker, and then this guy went, oh yeah, but she's not really dead, she's still alive. And she lasted another week. It was another week. I was like, wow. So, Mae Young, pioneer, phenomenal. Just cool.
Yeah, she's just a legend. Oh dear, I found Miss Rumble 2000.
All I'm going to say is...
Oh, she's loving it, God bless her.
Mae Young, one word. Legend.
Legend.
I'll do it. And the last 3 words. Will you concentrate on that fucking show, woman?
I am, I'm watching Mae Young. This is
You know what?
on the show.
And I'm going to bone a pick with somebody, right? And somebody in that chat room, who's Doodle Q? Is that you?
It's not me.
Well, you're an owner.
I'll have a look in a minute, hold on.
Yeah. I got told this week that men can't multitask. Right?
You can't.
Really?
No.
Really? Really? Right. If men can't multitask, look at me, woman. Listen to this. I produce this show. I announce this show. I talk on this show. I get all the music for the show, the start and the finish. I put it on YouTube and everything like that. I record the show as it's going. That's not bleeding multitasking. I don't know what the fucking hell is. Ha! Men can't multitask.
You can't.
Bullshit. You know why men can't multitask? Because we can't think of 2 things at once when we're buying a beer. I'll say that out loud. That's one thing, is it? Piss off. I'm scared. I can drink tea and scratch my ass at the same time. Oh, dear. I can eat, drink and talk shit. Nice one. We didn't mention this last week, but I don't think we went into a context. I think I have found a way to watch WWE Network from next month.
Ooh. Okay.
And I can't say it because if I do, and everybody else does it, I'm fucked. I think I found a way to watch it.
Well, you can just edit this whole little bit off.
Yeah. Goodness, the 7 Nation now, I'm listening to this, wicked. If anybody wants to know it, I'll do it, but yeah.
Give it a go, because if you can get it
Right.
to work.
You know this thing with Netflix USA on a PS3 or an Xbox 360?
Yeah, we're going to edit this bit out, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to do this. The thing that does me with it is we can watch something in America, right? An American Netflix on the devices over here. Right?
Yes.
So what's to stop us watching the WWE Network in the same way? I know.
There isn't.
Well, I bloody say it then. Alright, sorry. I know exactly, you're wrong. Okay, fair enough. Well, it's just on that, it's just a theory. My theory's got bleeding tits up anyway. It's just a little thing, that's all, about the WWE Network. But are you looking forward to this thing? Because a lot of people are looking forward to getting it if it happens at the end of this year or WrestleMania next year. But it's going to be the case of like, if you sign up for 6 months, great stuff. But you're going to go mental for the first few weeks, aren't you? You're just going to be watching everything you bleeding can.
Yeah, because it's there.
And you watch every WrestleMania, and you watch every SummerSlam, and all the bits and bobs that you've never seen before. And for the boy. Yeah. Boom.
I've always wanted to see like Mania from... I want to see Mania from about... I want to see the entire Manias from like the 90s. I want to backtrack each one. That's one thing I've always wanted to do. But I will only ever watch WrestleMania 17 on the DVD I've got below me.
Yeah. So you'd go back to WrestleMania 6 at 1990?
I'd like to see every single WrestleMania. But I mean, predominantly I'll go through the 90s. Because it's not that but it changes so much as you backtrack throughout the years.
Oh, God,
Eventually I'm kind of left sitting there, probably get to about 94, 93, and I'm sitting there going, I don't know some of these people, I don't know some of these people. And then when it gets to the 80s, it'll be, I really don't know some of these people, I really should, but I really don't know them. So, you know, I want to see everything. I want to see the one Edge was at. I think that was 6, wasn't it? The one Edge was at.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think that's the question for the chat room. If you got the WWE Network tomorrow, what would be the first pay-per-view you'd watch on it? What would be yours? Good question, isn't it? the first thing you would watch on the WWE Network, if you started now, this minute, and you got it, and you went in and went, right, here we go, I'm going to watch this first, what would it be?
I've got an interesting question for you. They say every single pay-per-view, right?
Yeah.
Now, they've got Chris Benoit on there. Does that mean they're going to have Over the Edge 99 on there?
Yeah, they've said already they're going to show, they'll have to show Benoit in certain things, but they're going to warn them before it starts.
But no, is Over the Edge 99 on there?
Ah, that's the thing, yeah, good point. Well, they've said everything, yeah, that's a real good point. Yeah.
Is it going to be there?
Yeah. Nixy, are you harbouring a badger? Your mic sounds chop.
Is that better?
Yeah, that'd be right. I think at the end of the day, ECW One Night Stand 1 and 2, SummerSlam 92, WrestleMania 14. I don't know, with my pay-per-view. I really don't. SummerSlam, do you know what my favourite SummerSlam is? This is what, when it comes to like, I'll get me some words out in a minute. When you look back at all the pay-per-views, and I'm going to show people this, I loved SummerSlam 2006.
Really?
Yeah, I did. Because I loved the build-up between Edge and Cena. I loved that feud. I loved it so much. It was amazing. The Edge and Cena feud that year was awesome. I'll reverse it now. WWE Network starts tomorrow. What pay-per-view won't you watch?
Over the Edge 99. No, actually, that would probably be... No, if that was there, that's the one thing I'd want to see, because I want to know how they'd edit it, to be fair. But it's also the one I wouldn't want to watch, because I don't like watching it.
If you had to take away, if you said, oh, I'm never going to watch that pay-per-view, it's shit, it's crap, I wish I never watched it in the first place, what pay-per-view would you watch?
Every Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
I knew you were going to say that.
Sorry, it shouldn't be a pay-per-view, they destroy it when they do that.
I hope they're going to put all the British ones on, like One Night Only from 97.
Rebellion.
And like Insurrection and Rebellion and all them. I can't wait for all things like that. I'm going to stick my neck out in, and this is going to piss you off, and I know it is. I'm going to look forward to watching the WCW ones. Yeah, but look at it this way. TNA's are Bound for Glory. WWE, stop snoring.
I'm not snoring.
Yeah, you are. WWE have Mania. TNA's Bound for Glory. WCW are Starrcade. There was some great Starrcades that happened, and you can't knock it. Sting versus Hogan 97. They built that feud up beautifully. For a whole year, they said, Sting, we're going to want you back in wrestling, and they were giving him these guys, and he wouldn't sign the contract to verse Styx, Conan, Scott Norton, all these guys, and all they kept saying, and the crowd were chanting Hogan, and Sting didn't say a word through the whole thing. He didn't utter a sound, and he just wanted Hogan. And they did the whole year of this, and then they finally got Sting, got Hogan at Starrcade 97. Amazing year that one. That, honest to God, Nix, and I know you don't like WCW, and I know you don't like it, but you gotta watch it for that feud alone. The Sting-Hogan feud in 97 was off the wall because of what happened. It was off the fucking chain, that. It was amazing to watch it. And I can't think, the WWE Network's going to be awesome to watch it. The content that's going to be there. I know what you'll be watching. You'll be watching all the old Divas matches.
No, I won't.
Yeah. Oh, we've got to say congratulations to AJ, because apparently she's passed another milestone now in holding the Divas.
You beat Maurice, yeah!
Maurice?
Yeah.
Oh, Maurice! Oh, Maurice. Gotcha. Ah.
At least if she's passed, you know, at least there's a proper wrestler now who's held that title for a certain amount of days. Not a fake thing like that. They had the worst hair extension ever, by the way. It used to annoy me every week.
Yeah.
And was orange and wore that stupid colour that looks like concealer on your lips. And I know there's not many women in the chat, and don't wear concealer lip colour. It looks stupid. You look like you've got no lips. You look like an idiot. That's my rant for the day. There's a girl on the bus with it today, and I just looked at her and I thought, you mess.
I like Maurice. I love the music. Because I couldn't sing it.
It's French, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, we'll do that one, and so, well done AJ on that one. Got another concussion, Daniel Bryant. Another Daniel's Bryant concussion, as we said.
Apparently it's serious though, isn't it, I've heard?
Yeah. So how long is he going to be out for? Right. Questions. Rapid fire. I think if we do this is better. You know, instead of doing it on the day, and we get it done in the last hour of the show, this is a lot better because we're getting more questions this way. Question number 1 from Carl Fisher. The first few lines of Jim Hellwig's induction speech. Oh dear. Ultimate Warriors Hall of Fame speech. What do you reckon he'll be saying next?
I honestly don't know at the minute. I'll just see how it plans out.
He will start by going, "Speak to me, warriors!" That is set in stone. He will go, "Speak to me, warriors!" He got off the nearest rocket ship and he loaded it up with fuel, jumped in this famous rocket ship and took away all the Hulkamaniacs and took them to a place they've never been. To a place where no mere mortal will go. The WWE Hall of Fame. There you go. We've just been given some news about SWA, Scottish Wrestling Alliance. The Coffey Brothers will be taking on the London Riots on the February the 21st. Tickets are available. Go and see that. That is one of the best things you'll see around in Scotland. Scotland is flying for talent and things.
And things.
Ross Briffett, do you think Jimmy Uso and Naomi's marriage will be used in a feud with 2 of the cast members of Total Divas? It's a cert. They will put that into Divas somewhere. Yeah?
So he's the latest member of the Total Divas cast then?
Yeah, do you think he's a fuck... Oh, no, I'm not going there. No.
What were you going to say?
No, because it's disgusting and it's wrong and I'll get into so much trouble for saying it. I can't say it.
Do you think he's going to be a funkadactyl?
No, it's worse than that. Well, I don't know why it came in my head.
Type it in Skype.
I can't.
You can.
I can't.
No, won't tell anyone.
Get it. I'll say it after the show, I'll tell you.
You got to tell me.
Oh, no way, I've still got it in my head. Oh, fuck's sake, no way.
You got to tell me.
I don't have to say nothing. I'm saying, Jack, said this shit. Right. That's why does my brain do this to me? Why do people do this to me? Scottish Wrestling Line. Oh, right, anyway. So yeah, it'd be obvious that they do that. Simon Travis, who's going to win the Royal Rumble? Who do you reckon? Roman Reigns. I'll say Roman Reigns. He'll definitely beat Bruce. I think he's definitely having Skype's. He's having Kane's record off him. Nix? Disappeared.
I muted myself for a minute.
How can you mute yourself?
Because the set you've given me has a mic mute on it.
Yeah, I know.
Well, there you go then, so that's how I do it.
Yeah. So, who's going to win the Rumble? I said Roman Reigns. He's going to break Kane's record. It's going to be broken. I'll go for Roman Reigns.
He won't win the Rumble. I don't want it to be Seymour or Owen.
It shall be. It can be because they're in the title match.
Yeah, I suppose.
They're not in the Rumble match.
I'd love it to be Daniel Bryan.
Well, yeah.
Although I've heard CM Punk's going to win it.
No, I'm not. And when is The Undertaker going to come back?
they're cutting that fine.
Night after Royal Rumble.
Although, I've heard apparently he's asked to work with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, oh dear.
And not Brock Lesnar. And to be honest, I don't really want him to work with Brock Lesnar. I worry for his safety about working with Brock Lesnar.
Steven Guerrero, Heel Steven of Team Heel podcast. Very good show. Your favourite Royal Rumble moment? What was it for you?
Kane.
Oh, obvious, yeah.
Got to go for Kane, haven't I? I'm sorry.
Yeah, but which one? Was it laughing his head off when he knocked Santino Marella out or doing his...
Oh, that was funny, wasn't it? Because he just completely lost it. It wasn't even acting. He just completely broke his character and like just cracked up. No, him in 2001. Him and Drew Carey.
Alright.
Or Maven knocking The Undertaker out.
Oh, yeah. I loved it when, well, I loved Diesel when he went in. I always had a thing for Kevin Nash, me, for some reason. I always loved Kevin Nash. I don't know why. Call me stupid, call me sicky, whatever it is.
Even love his quads.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Nothing, it's just a thing. I was seeing something, that's all. What Hogan pulling out Sid and Flair winning the title. That's going to be like one of them for me. I did that one. What else we got? Asa, who do you guys think will induct the Ultimate Warrior into the Hall of Fame? Vince McMahon. I've
heard it's Hogan.
I hope not. So I hope it's not Hogan because they've had so many things about it. I just don't believe in it. So it can be anybody but Hogan for me. Because after that shoot interview when he shit the fucking thing for an hour, I can't expect him to say, oh yeah, by the way, can you induct me into the Hall of Fame? It's not going to work. I think that's it. Yep, I think we covered it all. Yeah, that's it. Thanks guys for your questions tonight. As we said, announcement tonight, two things. One, the latest members of our social media Hall of Fame. For the work they've done and everything they've gone through the last few months and seeing the work they've gone through, Team DBS, we've put them in. Next week is Hulkamania Wrestling Radio. So next week we've got all the Hulk Hogan stuff. So if you want to come on and do things, we've got everything sorted now. We had 5 people on our Skype. It's working great. We've got everything sorted it out now. Everything's going fine. There's no problems now. Everything is working hunky-dory as it should do. We're back doing what we do best, and that's talking absolute shit about wrestling on a Friday night, and we're flying about it. It's one of these things. We just got to sort out Justin TV. I'll get that done as best I can. I might have swap to Ustream or somewhere else. Google tryouts, whatever it is they call it, Hangouts, anything they want. Not to see, but all the things that's going off with British Wrestling Radio is that we can't change the name. The name has to stay British Wrestling Radio.
Yay.
It has to stay because I had a good chat with the GoDaddy people. I cannot change the name of the BWRradio.com. That stays. Can you do the show Sunday next week? Royal Rumble next week, isn't it?
It is. And I am not at work next Sunday.
Right, do you want to do it next Sunday?
We can do it if you want.
Yeah, let's do a show next Sunday. Yeah.
We can do it any time.
Yeah.
9 o'clock would be good. But
9 o'clock?
I'll do 9 o'clock or... Oh, do you mean like throughout Rumble or...
No, I don't think we're going to do that Royal Rumble because of the technical issues we had last year and everything that was going on. It was just so crazy after the bit, so...
Well, all we'd have to do, if you're going to order it, If we're going to do it, all you'd have to do is basically, what we'll do is we'd be on there about 20 minutes before, and we'll get in the same place as each other.
Yeah, I suppose.
We can make it work.
If we do Friday, we do Friday. If not, we'll do Sunday. No, we're going to do Friday because I've just said Hulkamania. It's the day of Hulkamania.
Yeah.
So Friday night, 10 p.m, usual place.
Yep.
Thank you very much to every single person that chat room as usual. Acer, Perfectionist, Bracco, Shake Shoe, Gorilla, Heel Steven, True York Spud, Ali James, NWA, New Breed Wrestling, Michael Finney, Nick Mason at the lockup, Pixie, Brendy, Winters, and to my co-host, other hand of my headset, is a very, very cool person, even though I think sometimes she drives me at the wall, but I love her to bits. Because without Nixy, I won't be doing this as I do now.
Thanks, I'll kick your ass enough time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she does it a lot of times already. Thanks to every single person.
I'm not doing it anymore.
Oh, piss off to you. Right. See if this works.
Oh,
What?
we've got to mention my present that you so knew about.
I didn't know about it.
You are the worst liar.
I'm bullshit. I didn't know about it. Don't give me bleeding grief, will you? Nanny, don't stand on me. What is it?
I'm an action figure.
You are an action figure.
I am an action figure. I said Mortman, I said two because I felt like one-upping. I was like, have you got your own action figure? He was like, no. I was like, ha, I'm one better than you.
Nancy Newman action figure.
Yep.
Richard.
Yep, it is absolutely, literally, it is oh shit, I've just knocked it off. Bloody side. Right, it is in a little box, it's got a picture of me, it's got Nixy Newman written on the side, age 6+, so I should probably give it back to Lance. Red phone box in the background, and the British Wrestling Radio logo's on the top. And Cody's in the background as well.
Oh, that's superb.
And I'm in my grey boots.
I didn't know. Don't Winter said it. But anyway, if you didn't know, what we said at the start of the show is the tickets have been bought. We will be at PCW Preston on the 28th of February. We are going to be at Southside Wrestling on the 2nd of March. Thank you so much to New Breed Wrestling because we've got some new likes. Thank you so much. Please come back again. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. This is what we do. We have a laugh and we do everything that we can. We're not the most serious show in the world, but we just do it our way of doing it. And, well, we like it this way. And I know there's a lot of people out there that think the same. Thanks to every single person for tonight. It's been to Taryn, to Michael, to everyone that's ringing. Well, one of them too. I'm going to ask a question and I want people's truth. If we brought the phone line back, would you use it? That's the thing I'm thinking about, bringing it back. But it's okay bringing it back, it's just in case people want to use it and things. So, we're back next week, Hulkamania Wrestling Radio, for that one. 30 years since Hulkamania was born. So, thanks to every single person. A mega thank you goes to Brian Harris for my beautiful presence of our Insane Championship Wrestling double bill, and
a huge thank you to Lance for mine.
And the DCW DVD as well. Thanks very much, and thanks to everybody again. I found it. See if it works. Let's see if it works. But we'll say bye-bye and we'll let this play. And then we'll say, take care everyone, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.